Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Robin Zimmerman. With me now is Luke Gawronski. He is a financial planner. Good to meet you for the first time.
It's great to meet you too. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you with us. So let's talk a little bit about your background and what brought you to Hilton Head, and you have your family here and what you do.
Yeah, so coming here was really my wife's doing. My background in business and financial planning, I started this up in the Northeast, built a practice up there. And my wife was born and raised up in Stamford, Connecticut, and I met her in Connecticut. Grew the business. We had a little son, and she'd always come down to South Carolina. Always come down there for the summers. She was a big-time golfer.
To Hilton Head?
At first, it was Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay.
Her family owned some property up in Myrtle Beach, and they would come down every summer, and she'd get into golf. She was actually on the LPGA Tour for a while, played in the Futures Tour.
Oh, wow.
And her dad bumped into Carlton River down here on one golfing trip and loved it. So she's been coming down here since she was a little girl. And then when her mom moved down here full time, I could tell that she was always thinking about it. So
Yes.
luckily I get into financial planning and had the freedom to move down here, and we love it down here. We decided to move down to visiting a few times.
And with COVID, actually being able to have Zoom with your clients, it's been a blessing in a lot of ways, you were saying.
It really has. I was telling you earlier that when COVID came, before COVID, I had to go up north every month, meet with the clients. It was the way the business was done. And I had a little 3-year-old boy who moved down.
Right.
And then my wife and I were blessed with a second little boy in 2020. So I would have been traveling up north and leaving her with 2 kids at home.
Right.
And by then she was back to work. My wife's a teacher in Bluffton.
Okay.
So she was pretty happy that I didn't have to go up north anymore.
So how long have you been interested in financial planning? And when you were young, were you a numbers guy?
Not so much a numbers guy, I was a strategy guy. I always liked things about strategy. Even in
Okay.
sports, I played positions that seemed to handle the strategy.
Okay.
So as a financial planner, a lot of people don't really understand what a financial planner is. They just
know.
think we do investments.
So what do you do? I mean, what is a financial planner?
A financial planner, it could be different things for different people.
Right.
There's so many terms out there.
Right.
But when you're talking about a financial planner like me, a certified financial planner, we're more of a strategist for you. And we work together with all your other financial professionals, or at least we should if we're doing our job, in my opinion.
Right.
So we're kind of like the quarterback of your financial planning team. So we'll get to know your CPA, your estate planner, your life insurance guy. We could be your insurance guy if you don't have one. And we just make sure everyone's on the same page and doing the same thing. We help you come up with a strategy that when you go to bed at night and you lay your head down on the pillow, you're not wondering what's going to happen in 5 or 10 years. You have a plan in place.
How does that make you feel to help people?
It's when I was younger, I used to build pools, and I used to tell people that as much as that was horrible, I had a buddy, I was in my 20s building pools, but when you finished that pool, you looked at it, and it was done, you were like, I did that.
Right.
Financial planning gives me that feeling, but it takes longer. So maybe you help someone get their kids to college, and then
Right.
I've been in it long enough that I've done that, and they've gone to college and graduated college, and you get to see your planning come to fruition. Or someone hits a retirement goal of 62 instead of 65, and you get to see how happy they are. So that's what it brings me doing the financial planning, is you get to enjoy other people's success and their joy and what they accomplish.
And so where are you located? How do we find you?
I am now in Bluffton. I'm over right off of Buck Island, over in Arley Way
Okay.
there in that financial district.
Okay.
I'm always advertising. Really easy to get in touch with. And
Very good. And is there a target audience that you have? Is it more for the retirees, or really, does anyone need a financial plan? Or when do you need a financial plan?
everybody needs a plan. So I tell people it doesn't matter if you make $50,000, $500,000, or $5 million.
Yeah.
Who you work with when you come, I'll always be your point person. Because anyone that tries to do it on their own today sees how complicated the
Very
landscape has
complicated.
become. It is. You just can't do it on your own. And neither can a financial planner. I tell clients all the time, I don't have that answer, but I know who to call to get it for you.
Right.
It's just so complicated.
Yes,
So it
very
doesn't
good.
matter if you have a 2-year-old home worrying about college, if you're 55 looking to retire, or if you're in your 60s, 70s wondering, how am I going to get this money onto my children or charity I want to get to and stuff like that.
Very
We
good.
work with all those people and help them come up with the answers.
Thank you so much, Luke. So the time is up.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you so much.